So what I would say, so you know the person you just described is LeBron James.
No, I don't. As far as I know, I don't. Again, I don't want to speculate. I don't know LeBron James' relationship with God. I haven't heard it talked about or expressed much. LeBron, when I see someone out campaigning politically for Hillary Clinton or anybody just involved with politics, that to me is a secular person. And that doesn't mean I'm saying you shouldn't vote or whatever. But LeBron James to me moves in a very secular fashion. And but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Who knows? But that's what I would say where our initial disconnect would be.
570.
Yeah, it was good. For how are you, man?
Hey, good, brother.
Well, just chilling. Brianna kind of looked like Fancy from the Jamie Foxx show, but
focus.
He is focused, Jason. He is focused.
You're not hunted. Is that what you said?
No, I don't know, but go ahead. Ask your question.
No, I asked Whitlock. Did he not say that LeBron James said we are hunted? Did he say that's not true, right? Whitlock said that's not true, right?
Yeah, I believe that's not true, yes.
Okay, was Trayvon Martin not hunted?
I don't know. I wasn't there. Obviously, George Zimmerman has an argument that, I don't buy. Again, I don't. That was a hunted.
Don Crawford, the third.
Who?
Gotcha. Let me get to the next call. I appreciate you guys. Let me get to the next call. 513, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Fred?
How you feel?
I'm chilling, man. What's up, Jason?
How are you, brother?
Also to the beautiful lady. Hey, I'm just saying what's up to all of y'all, brother. I know you don't like me speaking to women, but I can't help that. But anyway, Jason, you said that Kaepernick went about it the wrong way, and that we need, economic places where we can come and meet and build. What economic things have you started up? Can you name some? What things have you started up for our people? That's my question to you.
Hey, that's a great question. I appreciate the phone call.
Go ahead.
Me?
Oh yeah, go ahead. You can respond. Go ahead.
Listen, I think what I try to do is self-evident, and Fred, I think you talked about it.
Say examples though, because these are going to be sound bites. People may cut this shit video and do sound bite. I think it's important that you say these things. I don't think you're all bad, Jay. I just disagree with you on point.
Look,
you know what I mean?
I'm just really not into that kind of self-gloss, and I just think I try to live an honorable life, try to stay consistent with the values that I express. When I'm a hypocrite on those values, I call it out. But I just don't think it was by accident that I went to ESPN and wanted to start the Undefeated. I don't think it's by accident that I'm at Fox Sports and doing the show that I'm doing now. These things, they're not just little angels falling out of the sky. There's actual work that's been done. But, have I started some business? No.
Okay. 682.
Hey, what's up, Fred?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Jason. Been listening to you for a while. I have two questions I would love for you to answer. The first question,
one question. The phones are hot. One question.
Okay, one question. I'll get the one in. Okay, so I know you always talk about, you and Marcellus talk about how leaving emotions out and focus on value-added things. Do you feel that you attacking, or I won't even say attacking, but questioning and blasting out on social media and on your show athletes who try to do something positive? And think about it, Jason. These guys are between the ages of 25 and 30. think about you at that age that you know everything that you knew today. So these guys are trying to do some positive things for their community in the best way they could do it. Do you think it's fair that you attack them every time they try to do something positive? And do you
don't hang up?
Are emotional?
Don't hang up. Tell me your name, brother.
My name is Rodney from the 870.
Rodney, that's all. Rodney, listen, I think you're describing something as an attack that I would call criticism. My job is that of a critic. Having said that, yes, I have been young, have been foolish, have made mistakes. I was raised by a father who kept a foot in my ass. And when I did things he disapproved of, he criticized me. And so that, and again, I'm none of these guys' fathers, but I am a critic. Criticism sometimes, or a lot of times, not a sign of disrespect. It's actually a sign of respect, and it's a sign of concern, and it's a sign of, hey, perhaps you think you're taking the right approach. Let me pass on my 53 years of experience and say, this would be a better approach. Again, you hear it as an attack. It's just criticism. Again, Rodney, I don't know how old you are, but I think a lot of people's skin is a lot thinner than mine. And this younger millennial generation and a generation that were raised by fathers or weren't raised by strong fathers, and they hear criticism as this, oh my God, I'm being attacked. And it's just criticism. It's just someone saying, hey, you're going this way. If somebody saw me at the gym or someone saw me trying to address my weight problem by eating ice cream every day, and I'm like, I'm eating low-fat ice cream, it's sugar-free. And somebody said, hey, man, you idiot, you can't lose weight eating low-fat ice cream. You got to do X, Y, and Z. That's someone trying to point me in a better direction. I may think I'm doing the right things, but sometimes people may. These issues are critical for us. They're not to be played and toyed with the way that things are played and toyed with over social media. And quite frankly, a lot of these guys jumping out here in ways and want to be spokesmen and quite frankly, they're just not qualified. And I say that as a former athlete, and I say that as a former young person, that sometimes we're electing people with the most money and whoever the tallest is and whoever can dunk the basketball or throw the football the farthest, and somehow they're our leaders. We have to have a higher standard than that. And I said to all these guys, and what I kept trying to say to Kaepernick, man, stay in the NFL, collect this money, make this money, take the money that you earn from the NFL and funnel it to the causes that you believe in. Support qualified people who support your point of view. Take that money, support them, execute a vision and plan, use your wealth to benefit others. Again, the way Muhammad Ali did. If that's an attack and it's interpreted, I apologize. This criticism is just trying to point people in a better direction.
Now, with that being said, you use Muhammad Ali, 323, you on deck. If he had the Nation of Islam, so which means he had leaders, right?
Yeah.
Now, you're not the Nation of Islam, but you're 53 years old. Do you think you cutting them off at the neck is you're showing lack of leadership in terms of your comments?
Well, here's what you got to understand.
Criticism. Excuse me, criticism.
But here's what you got to understand, Fred. I went to school to be a journalist. I've been a career as a journalist. This is how I make my money, being a journalist.
Or a critic. Is a critic a synonym for journalist? Because you use the term critic.
Critics are part of critics. That's a job within journalism.
Okay.
I started out as a sports writer, sports reporter, became a columnist. Columnist is another word for critic or whatever, but that's in the journalism lane. I try to be an observer and not a leader. Again, it's no different than like what Jim Brown advised Colin Kaepernick, if you want to be a leader, step out of football and go lead. You can't trying to serve two masters. And so I'm a critic. I'm a television broadcaster. My job requires me to do certain things, and it's inappropriate for me to try to be a journalist and a critic and a leader at the same time. I would need to step away from broadcasting and from journalism to be that kind of a leader. It's not a job I want at this time. And it would be inappropriate for me to try to do both.
Gotcha.